Welcome back down to week 4 of Game Day Food and Football. This week we're making rib tips. Let's get it. Welcome back, Towners. We are on week 4 of our Game Day Food and Football series. This week we made some rib tips. We got on the grill and basically made some rib tips. Here is a close-up. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, straight drop one. Let's see. I went ahead and just seasoned the rib tips up. Seasoned them with heavy with the salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, paprika, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and just basically just threw them on the grill. Let them go for about an hour, about an hour and a half, and took them off. Half of them, I went ahead and just covered them with some. Normally, I don't do barbecue sauce. Team no sauce over here, so I let the flavors take care of themselves. And if you want sauce, you put it on the side. But I went ahead and took half of these and dipped them in some Sweet Baby Ray's sugar-free barbecue sauce, and put them back on the grill for about another 30 minutes and let those caramelize up on them, and they're good to go. See. Nice flavor on them. Love the taste of the charcoal. Charcoal gives you way more flavor than gas grills do. And soft and tender. Nice finger food to have for the game. Here's the video on how we made it. All right, Towners. Here are our rib tips. We basically took all the rib tips and just lined them up on a baking tray. And we're gonna hit it up with our seasonings. We went heavy with some salt and pepper, and then added in some onion powder, garlic powder, some chili powder, paprika, and some Italian seasoning. We then went ahead and flipped those over and just repeated the process on the other side. Same seasonings: salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, paprika, and Italian seasoning. Once we finished seasoning everything, we let those chill out while we went to the grill and got that preheated and everything. Added all of our charcoal to the grill and put all of the charcoal into the middle of our grill grate, so that way on the left and right sides of the grill we had indirect cooking, and allowed the grill to get up to temperature and cleaned it off, so it gave us time for our meat to marinate for a quick second. Put all of the meat onto the grill and let it go for about a good 5 to 10 minutes, checking it every 5 minutes or so just to make sure it doesn't get any hot spots on it. A good way to check the grill also to see if there are any hot spots, any spots where the heat is just a lot hotter in that section, so where you want to steer clear of putting anything in that area so that it doesn't burn or anything. But we let it go for about 10 minutes on the first side and went ahead and flipped it over and added some additional meat onto the grill. We added in some hamburger patties, some chicken breasts, and also some hot dogs and sausages, and put that all on the grill and let it go. The rib tips ended up cooking for about pretty close to 2 hours, about an hour 30, hour 45. And after the rib tips were finished cooking, we went ahead and took them off of the grill, and here is a close-up of what one of the rib tips look like. You can definitely just eat it like this, have it as a rib, but if the bones will go vertically the way I'm holding it on this, so you'll be fighting around or getting around the bones of some of them. But you can also just chop them up, which is what I'm about to do now. We went ahead and just took one of the rib tips, and you can kind of see the bones sticking out on some of them, not all of them. But if you don't know where the bones are, if you stick your finger or just touch the meat, you'll feel where it's hard at, where the bones are, and you'll basically just want to cut in between those grooves to cut them up, have your little rib tips. Here's a close-up of what one of them looked like with just the dry rub seasoning that we have on it. Now, normally I'm a dry rub, no barbecue sauce type of dude. I let the meat and the flavors go like that. But we wanted to try some out with some sauce. So we took about half of the rib tips out of the pan, added them to a silicone baking dish, And we're going to hit this with some sugar-free Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Just squirted that over top on the rib tips and gave that a quick little shake. Shook that up, and once we got it all coated and everything, basically just put this whole bacon dish, this is oven safe, so we put this right back on the grill for about a good 30 minutes or so. And once they were done and the barbecue sauce had coated to the meat, took them off and put them back into the pan, and that's it. Good to go, guys. These rib tips came out very good. Just like, you can do this in an air fryer also, how we did some of the ones previously, but wanted to get some on the grill to get that flavor and that taste on it. If you guys like this recipe, feel free to hit us up. Any questions or comments, let us know in the comment section below. Enjoy. All right, guys, that was our video of how we made our rib tips. We threw some additional food on the grill for the family, just some hamburgers, hot dogs, and some chicken breasts. Cooked all that up and had some food for the week. But let's get into our picks, guys. We went 12-4 again. So that's 3 weeks in a row of 12-4 picks. And I was surprised. Like on this one, I didn't think I'd make it. Well, I had some picks that went my way, but there were a few that early on was, I think, the 1 o'clock games. So we'll see which ones were they. The ones that we lost were, we picked the Panthers over the Texans, Raiders over the Dolphins, the Bills, Browns, the Ravens came back on a thriller, Titans, the Chargers. The Chargers beat the Chiefs. The Falcons on that, our coin toss flip, our fork spin was they picked the Falcons game over the Giants. The Bengals beat the Steelers. And the Vikings beat the Seahawks, and the Packers beat the 49ers. But we got everything else. So let's get into week 4's picks. And there are a lot of tough games on week 4. There are a lot of games that can go either way. And so I know if we can go 12-4 again, I would like, man, or better. In my eyes, I think we might do a little worse. Just because of the fact, I'm not going to say we'll do worse, but it's just the fact that there are so many games that can go either way that it's a toss-up. We'll start with the Thursday night game, Jaguars versus Bengals. And we're going to just pick the Bengals on that one. The Jaguars, they just still need a lot of work. Lawrence, he's playing, but I just don't think they're ready yet with the rest of the team that they have, more draft picks or more stars. But we're going to go with the Bengals for that one. Washington versus the Falcons. In this game, I'm gonna go with Washington. The Falcons, Matt Ryan, he's getting the ball to Ridley, but he's not really getting the ball to Pitts that much. He hasn't got that good of a rapport with him, I guess, so far. But Washington, they have a good defense, and that young quarterback that they have that's taken over for Fitzpatrick that got hurt. I think Washington's going to pull this one out. Texans versus the Bills. The Bills have been scoring like crazy. Ever since that first week 1 loss to the Steelers. They could be 3-0, but we're going to go with the Bills on that one. Their offense is just putting up crazy points. Lions versus Bears. This one is a toss-up. Well, the Lions have been losing in weird ways, so they shouldn't really be 0-3. The Bears, they put in Fields and he got sacked, I think 9 times for like 60-something yards in total yards. So that he couldn't get it rolling. Maybe the second game may be better for them, but I'm gonna go with the Lions on that one. Lions versus the Bears. Panthers versus Cowboys. The Cowboys look good on Monday Night Football. Panthers are 3-0, but they did lose McCaffrey. Um, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys on that one. They look good. Even in the loss against Tampa Bay, the offense was putting up numbers. They got a lot of weapons. Ezekiel looks back and healthy, and they're just throwing the ball like crazy. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys on that one. I'm sorry, Panthers, but you're gonna lose that undefeated rank. Getting all the meat off this bone. Colts versus Dolphins. That's another toss-up. The Colts are 0-3. Dolphins 1-2. Didn't expect the Wild Dolphins to be 1-2. Well, I expect them to lose to the Raiders, but Carson Wentz, Jonathan Taylor is T.Y. Hilton. I think he still might be out. I don't know if he's back yet, but Colts versus Dolphins. We're going to get the Colts off the slide. They're 0-3, so we're going to give them their first win. And Dolphins are going to fall to 1-3, so we're going to go to Colts on that one. Browns versus Vikings. This is going to be another good game also. Browns offense is coming along well. Nick Chubb is running like crazy. And also, but the Vikings, Kirk Cousins is doing a great job. He's like one of the hottest quarterbacks in the league, him and Derek Carr. I think he has 8 touchdowns and no interceptions. Vikings versus Browns. Man, I'm going to go with the Browns. I want to pick the Vikings, but I'm going to go with the Browns on that one. It's in Minnesota, but we're going to go with the Browns. Giants versus Saints. The Saints. Sorry, the Giants versus Saints. We're not going to spend that much time on that. Sorry, but we're going with the Saints. Same thing with the next game. Titans versus Jets. We're going to go with the Jets. I'm sorry. What? We're going to go with the Titans. Both of the New York teams that are 5-0. What am I talking about? Both of the New York teams that are undefeated. Well, you sound like I'm just stuttering, spitting over my words. They're not going to win. Neither of the New York teams. Giants are going to go 1-4, and the Jets are going to go 1-4. Saints are going to win that game. Titans are going to win that game. Chiefs versus Eagles. We're going to go with the Chiefs on this. The Chiefs are going to get up the slide. The 2 back in the division. Nobody thought that would be the case with the Raiders and the Broncos being 3-0. But we're going to go with the Chiefs on that one. Eagles are going to drop down to 1-3. Cardinals versus Rams. That's going to be a good game. That both undefeated. That should be the game of the week. That's one they're gonna show the Buccaneers. That's some Sunday Night Football. Is that game not on TV? Well, it's not gonna be on TV here. It should be. But Cardinals 3-0 versus Rams 3-0. Cardinals offense is doing great. Rams offense is high powered, and their defense is coming along with it. It's in LA. Kyler Murray is doing great. Cooper Kupp for the Rams is going crazy. They're just loving the quarterback, Stafford, the head coach duo with the both photographic memories, and they can remember plays going back 10 years, and so they can call up something and know exactly where they're going, like they just have perfect chemistry with each other. But I'm going to go with the Rams on this game. Kyler Murray might surprise us with his wheels, but I'm going to go with the Rams. Maybe Aaron Donald can keep him in check, or either keep him in the pocket or help out with his craftiness, but I'm going to go with the Rams. Seahawks versus 49ers is another one that can go either way. In San Francisco, 49ers lost a tough one to the Packers. They could be undefeated also. But we're going to go with the Seahawks on this game. I actually go with the 49ers. Seahawks. I'm going to Seahawks. Should pick the 49ers though, but I'm going to go Seahawks. Ravens versus Broncos. Again, Broncos 3-0. Everybody keeps talking about, yes, they're 3-0, but the teams that they beat, all no wins completely out of any of the teams they beat. So they're like, should they be 3-0? Yeah, they're 3-0. NFL game, they're 3-0. All the records count and matter the same. Doesn't matter who you beat as long as you win. But Ravens versus Broncos, I'm going to go with the Ravens on that one. Teddy Bridgewater's doing great. But Lamar Jackson, the Denver has a defense that can contain them, but Chubb's hurt too. So yeah, we're going to go with the Ravens on that one. Broncos are going to lose their undefeated status this week. Ravens. Steelers versus Packers. Steelers, they didn't people expect them to lose last week either. I picked them to win, but they didn't. The Packers, they've been playing great ever since that opening day mishap to the Saints. But I want to go with the Packers. And in Sunday Night Football, Buccaneers versus Patriots. Everybody and their mom are going to be watching this game. Tom Brady gets to go back to New England to play this game. In New England, New England might try to pull out some. They stick to the strip, but they might try to do some trick play, maybe something trick up, but I think I'm going to go with the Buccaneers on this one. Yeah, Buccaneers. Monday Night Football, Raiders versus Chargers. Raiders 3-0 versus Chargers 2-1. Chargers came out of nowhere and beat the Chiefs last week. It's in LA. Hopefully we can get Josh Jacobs back. But our running game did okay. It didn't do good 2 weeks ago, but it did okay last week. It really stepped up, even though the game went into overtime. Should have went into overtime. We missed that extra point, and that helped them with the numbers game to get back in and go for the 2, down by 8 the last few minutes. But we pulled it out in overtime. Raiders versus Chargers. The Chargers always play us tough, no matter what the record is, no matter what whoever's record is. But both of the teams are doing really good this year. I'm gonna pick the Raiders, but I'm just letting you know what could happen during the game. We're not gonna win every game, but I'm gonna keep picking them. But I really think that the Raiders are gonna win this game. It's gonna be in LA, like our second home, third home. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a super heavy Raider fan base, crowd base in that stadium for all of the Raider fans that's in LA. And yeah, I'm going to go with the Raiders on that one. So, that's all right. All right, we have the Bengals, the Redskins, Washington football team, Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions, Dallas Cowboys, Indianapolis Colts, Cleveland Browns, New Orleans Saints, Tennessee Titans, Kansas City Chiefs, LA Rams, Seattle Seahawks, Baltimore Ravens, Green Bay Packers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Las Vegas Raiders. Those are my picks this week, guys. Hopefully we can keep the streak going of good picks. Again, 12-4 week 1, 12-4 week 2, 12-4 week 3. And let's see how we can get this going. Show us your game day food, guys. Here we go with our rib tips. Hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Enjoy the picks. And, as always, let me know what you think. Let me know what food you like. what game day food you guys like to pick on and chew on and eat on during the games, and your picks, your favorite teams, and anything football related you guys want to talk about. As always, guys, enjoy.
Enjoy. And please subscribe. Enjoy.
Hey, Towners. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. All ingredients and directions are listed in the description box below each video. And as always, thank you guys for watching.